Welcome, brave souls, to Urban Enigma. Tonight we journey into the forgotten corridors of despair, madness and death. These are not just abandoned hospitals, they are places where the spirits of the past still linger, bound by their untimely deaths, waiting for someone to hear their cries. Join us as we explore the 5 most haunted and terrifying abandoned hospitals around the world. But beware, what you hear tonight may follow you into your darkest dreams. Waverly Hills Sanatorium, Louisville, Kentucky, USA. Our first stop takes us to Waverly Hills Sanatorium in Louisville, Kentucky, once home to thousands of tuberculosis patients. In the early 1900s, tuberculosis was known as the White Plague and claimed countless lives. This hospital saw over 60,000 deaths during its operation, many of which were hopeless, painful and tragic. The death tunnel, a 500-foot chute used to discreetly remove corpses from the building, still reeks of death and despair. Visitors often report seeing shadowy figures, hearing disembodied voices, and feeling an overwhelming sense of dread. Some even claim to have encountered the spirit of a nurse who hung herself in room 502 after contracting tuberculosis. They say you can still hear her sobbing in the dead of night, pleading for someone to end her suffering. Belitz Heilstatten Hospital, Belitz, Germany. Once a military hospital during World War I and later a sanatorium for Nazi soldiers, Belitz Heilstatten carries a history of bloodshed and unspeakable pain. Adolf Hitler himself was treated here in 1916 after being injured in battle. The hospital was also occupied by the Soviets during the Cold War. Today, the decaying halls of Belitz Heilstatten are a hotspot for paranormal investigators. Those who dare enter often speak of eerie footsteps echoing down empty corridors and the apparitions of long-dead soldiers wandering the grounds. Many claim the spirits of those who never made it out still roam, forever trapped in a place of endless agony. Gonjiam Psychiatric Hospital, located in Gyeonggi Province, South Korea, has earned a reputation as one of the most haunted places in Asia. It was abandoned in the 1990s under mysterious circumstances. According to local legend, patients started dying under strange and horrifying conditions. Eventually, the hospital was forced to close, but many believe the souls of the patients never left. Brave explorers report hearing the cries of the mentally ill echoing through the crumbling walls. Some even claim to have seen ghostly apparitions of the patients, still bound in the agonies of their tortured minds. The place is so terrifying that locals refuse to enter, believing the building itself to be cursed. Taunton State Hospital in Massachusetts has a history as dark as the shadows that creep through its decrepit halls. Built in 1854 to house the criminally insane, this hospital became infamous for the gruesome treatments and experiments performed on patients. But the horrors didn't end with medical malpractice. There are tales of satanic rituals conducted in the hospital's basement by doctors themselves. Visitors often report feelings of intense fear, as though they're being watched by something unseen. Many have witnessed dark, shadowy figures stalking the hallways, and some claim to have heard whispers calling them down to the dreaded basement. The spirits of the mentally ill patients abused and forgotten are said to still wander, unable to find peace. Our final stop takes us to Singapore's Old Changi Hospital. Built in 1935, this hospital served as a military base and prison during the Japanese occupation in World War II. The Japanese forces brutally tortured and executed prisoners of war within its walls, and the echoes of their suffering can still be felt today. Visitors report cold spots, flickering lights, and eerie voices speaking in languages long forgotten. Some have claimed to see the apparitions of Japanese soldiers or hear the anguished cries of the prisoners who perished there. Old Changi Hospital is a place where the past and present seem to collide, and the spirits of the dead still seek justice for their unforgotten pain. These hospitals were once places meant to heal the body and mind. Instead, they became homes to pain, suffering, and death. Today, their decaying walls are haunted by the souls of those who never found peace. If you ever find yourself near one of these locations, remember, the past may not be as far away as you think. Ghosts of those who suffered, who died in pain, might still be waiting. If you enjoyed tonight's tour through the dark history of these haunted hospitals, be sure to like, comment and subscribe to Urban Enigma. Stay tuned for more spine-chilling stories from the shadows.